Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio. We are here at the second Premier Tour stop. We have two teams up in open no-sting for you. We have Windy City Corruption and Lumon. I'm not very familiar with Lumon, but I definitely know Windy City.
Yeah, for our viewers at home, where is Windy City?
I believe that's Chicago, isn't it?
I believe you're correct. Fingers crossed we get one right today.
Yep, I am Nicholas Danchenko. I am joined by
Megan McCaffrey.
And we have a game that I'm excited to see. I always like watching Luke Finder, currently in the middle with the headband, has some heat on his throw, and he always likes to throw in a couple trick shots in a game. So
yeah, we can see some of that curve you've been hyping up today. We're gonna have Windy City Corruption coming up. No.
Takes a full pitch.
He was not hiding what was about to happen there, and it seemed to still work out for him.
He was on the mound, wound up, followed through, got stuck. Luke Finder does get hit out. Another hit from this right corner, number 27. Already 2 hits in this match.
So far, these teams not too concerned about teamwork. They are happy just firing them into the masses, and it's working out.
Something that Windy City, I feel, kind of does a couple tournaments that I've seen at least. They really, really like to just be very dumpy with balls in round robin, kind of saving their conservativeness for playoffs.
Fair. That makes it harder to read strategy, I suppose. They opted to take a shot after the whistle was blown. Ref saying, no, you're safe.
Number 27, Wes Peters.
Oh, great shot. A really nice accountability there. I barely saw that skim.
Switching corners, number 34, Nick Siles. Wes Peters. Wes Peters already has 2 hits in this point.
A little bit of dancing on the back line over here. We said this before, the back line has been the killer of so many players today.
Yes, because it's 5 feet up from where it normally is on each side.
There's a lot of lines here. If you're watching at home, we are playing on the blue lines.
So not your standard WDBF style court. No sting is usually played on a court that is 2.5 feet shorter on each side. But, oh, it goes down to a 1v1. Both players survive.
Dancing on the line, but manages to stay in, at least from our angle, and the refs, and a catch to close it out.
And it's a great catch by Nick. Closing out that point, Lumon are going to be down 1-0.
They're having a little bit of a regroup here to chat strategy. Excited to see how it gets changed up for this next point.
No clue where Lumon are from or if this is a regular team. I don't believe it is. Windy City I've seen all across the United States at different tournaments.
Nice close range shot, doesn't connect, but he makes up for it with a brilliant catch. Point blank.
Luke Finder over the heads of everybody with a jump shot tries to hit the back line of Lumon.
And it's going to be Lumon coming up on the return.
Oh, and a ball that goes very wide.
Well, we have seen a priority target here and a great catch.
Lots of catches on Windy City's side.
Did the back line take another victim? It looks like it may have.
The back line getting more kills than a lot of these teams.
MVP today for sure.
MVP for sure. Luke Finder with 3 throws at the same target. None have connected so far. All of his throws going a little bit high, and another just in the pocket. Windy City making lots of grabs.
Nice little minimum effort, vertical dodge there, and a great hit to follow it up.
He found Finder. And Lumon are going to be down 2-0. Windy City look like they're taking it a little bit easy.
If you are on the side of Lumon, what are you changing up here, Nick?
I'm going to really try to put those throws maybe a foot in front of them rather than in the pocket. I'd rather turf the ball than cost my team an out and potentially another player back in on Windy City, because each hit you get is crucial. All these boys have massive arms, so I'm really going to be aiming for their toes.
Yeah, I think that would be a great adjustment. What do you think about putting multiple balls on? Is the advantage of those multiple angles going to pay off, or is giving them more ammo not worth it? And a great tag with a no look there.
It's definitely a double-edged sword if you want. Ooh, good
Great
grab.
Catch.
Definitely a double-edged sword, but I think one thing that this Lumon team really needs to start doing better in this game if they do want a chance at beating Windy City is really maintaining ball control. We have this guy in the left corner, albeit has a great arm and is able to find hits, but going down to one ball or even two very consistently when it's not your burden.
And a great pop-up catch,
grab.
secures the landing, does not go out, just barely.
I think the ball control is definitely crucial.
Key, and they've been doing that better this round so far already, and you look at the results.
Lumon with all 6 still on the court, 2 are left for Windy City. Goes for a grab, doesn't find it.
Risky throw with the amount of catches coming off of Windy City today, but it pays off. Very wide, no look. It's gonna be on Lumon for the return. Oh, watches it come in, can't get out of the way. Those are my least favorite.
Oh, and a solo throw in the pocket. You have 3 balls there. I do not think it's unreasonable to spend at least 2 and maybe even that third one.
Hard agree. Oh, just about secures another grab, but it goes their way. That double ball really helped.
Doing a much better job using 2, but followed up by the man in the number 11 jersey.
Looks like we're trying to hide our ball a little bit here on the left wing.
And another grab, another solo throw. Another solo throw. As I said, like in this point, it's just been eating away at Lumon.
Good attempt. Way to square up for that catch, but it didn't stick.
The line.
And the line.
We'll take the final 2 kills.
So close. They almost had that in the bag. Hey.
Windy City really chipping away at Lumon, making their defense offense. So many grabs on their side. I don't think there was a single kill from Windy City in that point that was a throw.
Yeah.
I think every kill was between
grab.
the line or the grab.
You might be right. If you're in the chat, hit us up if we're incorrect on that, but
a tossless point. Finder taking the throw off the rush. The hit's gonna connect on number 99.
I always respect and envy those players that make a connection when players are not paying attention to them. And Windy's had a couple of those today. Let's see if we get another full windup from the pitch. No. These are consecutive throws. They just threw 3 right after one another.
3 different solo throws.
Yeah.
Way to use 2 for Lumon. Wes Peters, very fun to watch. He's gonna take that full pitch, and he gets the hit. You can see it coming from 10 minutes away. He's up to the line. Is he gonna do it again? He's coming for the pitch.
A little pre-dodge. They're gonna be looking for a jump now.
This left corner really stuck in his place, didn't decide to move anywhere, and it's paying off. Not
Gotta
hitting
watch
him.
that line though. We are dancing on it. There are heels hovering over it. I am getting anxiety.
A little Luke Finder backhand against his own team.
We are feeding some ammo over here. And a tag. Wouldn't have mattered because he came down on the line as well.
It's 4-0 Windy City. halfway through this game. Let's see if Lumon's going to try to make an adjustment. It looked like in that last point they were trying to throw less solos. There was still, I think, one, maybe two grabs in that point.
They're doing the right thing squaring up for those grabs. They're just coming in a little bit harder than I think they're anticipating.
Luke Finder with a very fast curveball.
And I would say Windy City, they kind of telegraph who's going to throw just a little bit, you know? I'm not seeing it necessarily coming out of their right wing right now.
You have number 27, Wes, always taking that full wind up.
Yeah.
Like he's on the mound.
But I will say when those throws come in, they are coming in hot, so you don't necessarily have to do a full pump fake. Ooh.
Very, very interesting release, a great throw.
I think he's going to do it. Yep.
And he does. He doesn't find anybody this time. He gets countered. And the thing is Windy City, they're taking their time with their throws. Nobody's really setting each other up a lot, but something that they're doing very, very well is when they take those solo throws, they're always in a really good spot and on target and always coming with heat.
Yeah, and they're looking for the players that aren't paying attention. Sometimes the ones that are, but maybe aren't securing those grabs today. And I'm not sure if this is intentional, but it does feel like our game has slowed down just a little bit, which why not if you're Windy City and you're up 4-0?
They don't need to push the pace here. They have their point differential. And it looks like they will be coming out with the win if they can just maintain this slow pace up one player. But currently, it's a 4-on-4.
They lose the ball.
Interesting release by Finder. And a block out of the left corner from Lumon.
Didn't have a great angle on that, but it must have been fingers.
So hard to tell with a ball that makes the same sound whether it hits the body or it hits your fingers.
Sure does. Don't have that audio advantage that you might have in foam.
Big rip out of number 99. We haven't seen his arm all game. Finder looks for it.
Yeah, they've been looking for it all day, and I'd say successful more often than not.
Really making Lumon uncomfortable, saying, you guys can't sleep while we're on the court. Three on three, the most even point so far.
A little bit of a protect the president move there. Both teams looking pretty even for this point. Some really nice blocks. Good accountability on the blocks that aren't so nice. Balls are flying everywhere and not a connection. Oh, we do have one at the end.
Good honesty, lots of throws. Windy City are going to lose one player in that exchange.
Opts for a solo. I want to see a setup in this scenario. Oh, we're throwing two. That's going to give them huge ball advantage. Oh my God!
Jumping backwards. And there it is. There's the Luke Finder signature. Number 27 is back, and he takes the pitch, and he hits.
Got some big arms on this team for sure.
Why not? Grab.
I like the patience. I like the power in it. Just needs to take a second there at the line. Oh,
what a grab.
That was the right move. It just didn't work.
A good look.
It just didn't work, yeah.
He wasn't paying attention, but
not
he's
at all.
Quite lucky to bring that in by just hugging his shins and hoping.
Legs got a mind of their own.
5 minutes remaining in this match.
Windy City up 5-0. If you're Lumon, you are just trying to stem the bleeding at this point, I think. Save that plus minus.
Number 27, Wes, back at the line. No, he's backing up. I thought he was going to take a pitch again.
Lumon down to 2 balls, both off the right side, left side.
2 big crosses from both corners of Windy City.
Little bit of aggression out of Windy City there, but why not? You can afford to take some risks at this point. Another great shot, and followed by another. Almost 3 for 3.
A 4-on-5. Windy City have burden now because they finally have 3 balls and a big cross.
Oh, just barely touches the toe. Doesn't connect, or doesn't secure that grab. But that's a ballsy move. Lumon on the return. Okay, we've got 2 outs on solo throws here.
Solo throws slowly starting to work for Lumon.
They're dialing in their accuracy just a little bit, getting a little bit more confidence. Throwing a few shots into the pocket that weren't secured, and that's going to give you a little bit of confidence.
Ooh, and a curveball.
Beautiful shot. Would have been a beautiful catch if that ball hadn't died immediately.
Beautiful curveball and catch now. It's going to go 3 for 3. It's going to turf in front of this Lumon player, and another catch. So many catches.
So many catches. We should re-implement our catch counter at some point. TM catch counter.
2 minutes remaining. We might have time for 1 more full point going into no blocking. Windy City slowing the pace a little bit. They don't need to rush here. They're up 6-0.
Quite the differential. It's the widest one I've seen today. What about you, Nick?
The second widest one I've seen today. I saw a 7-0 match earlier today.
Okay, well, they're on track.
On track to tie the largest differential at this tournament so far. And another catch on a solo throw. So many solo throws, so many grabs. These grabs have just won Windy City the day.
Absolutely.
And that backhand by Finder gets caught.
With a ball in hand. We love to see it. Okay, a deep cross there. Neither connects, but they're changing it up. There we go.
A catch and out.
He was watching it, he was tracking it. I think he's starting to time those secure, like bringing the hands in just a little bit better. Sometimes you have to adjust. When you're playing teams that don't quite throw as hard earlier in the day, then you really have to recalibrate your catching just a little bit. Throw coming out, does not connect, comes in short. Seeing a few turfs now.
Throughout the day, these balls are getting a little bit squishier. So it might be the reason for why they die quicker.
I could see that. Might also be an adjustment. We're seeing a lot of grabs on both sides, so it might just be like you said, let's keep it low. Let's not throw pocket.
With no sting balls, it's a little hard to be consistent when every ball feels pretty different from each other.
Slightly different, yeah.
I've not had the chance to play no sting with these new baton balls. Hopefully they've found a way to reduce that significant difference.
Had that catch been secured, it would have counted, but alas, out of the court it goes. And that's going to give Lumon the advantage.
Free throw from Lumon's left corner. Number 11 tries to bring in the grab, doesn't find it. And another solo throw. Another solo throw, third one. And Finder with the jumping throw. It's gonna close out this game. A very dominant and kind of easy breezy game for Windy City, 7-0.